You know, one of the interesting things about many of the Virginia founders is that they ended up poor. And, you know, Jefferson had to have a lottery for Monticello at the end of his life. He couldn't pay his debts. The same was true of Madison, in part because of Dollie's son. She brought a son to their marriage, and John Payne Todd was his name. And he was a wastrel. At one point, he was, you know, taking stuff out of Montpelier and selling it on the street corners. I actually have a friend in Maryland on the Eastern Shore who said to me when he found out I was working on this book, he said, you know, I have 2 Madison letters. And when people say that to you, you're a little skeptical, but he does. You know, they're short, but they're very important to kind of winding up stories that we don't know the end of. And it occurred to me that if somebody tells you that they have a Madison letter, you should pay attention. Because of John Payne Todd, all of that stuff was out there, and many of it still hasn't been, you know, captured by scholars. But in any case, there was great financial stress at the end of the marriage, and Dolly, as a widow, was poor. There's one manuscript I remember reading that shows her depending on a loan of 75 cents. Now, 75 cents was more than now, but not that much more. And so she started wearing the same clothes all the time. She wore a black dress and a white turban a lot. That's what she has on in the, there's one photo of her, and she has that outfit on. But people didn't care. I mean, they cared and helped her, but her poverty didn't mean that she wasn't thoroughly entertaining and fun to be around. So she was quite a citizen of Washington, and I've read that her funeral was the largest up to that time that had been seen in the federal city.